Hello and welcome to this presentation by digitaldocs.net. My name is Robert Reich, and for the next few minutes I will be introducing you to our flagship technology. Digital Docs has been working with the real estate industry for more than 10 years now, and along the way we learned some things about real estate professionals that were a little surprising. We learned there are two challenges they face every day. Certainly these aren't the only two challenges, but two at the top of their list. These challenges have no good solution until now. What are these challenges? Well, first we know that real estate professionals don't stay connected to their clients after closing. Here's the key: for as long as that homeowner owns their home. And second, real estate professionals don't know when their clients return to the market again. Here's another key: before anyone else knows. How do we know that these challenges exist? Well, according to the National Association of Realtors, almost 90% of homeowners would do business with their real estate agent again, but only about 10% can remember who that person was. Permit me to say the obvious: those are terrible numbers. That's about as bad as it gets. No company is immune, apparently, to this situation either. Gary Keller at the Keller-Williams National Convention this year in 2012 said on the main platform 72% of buyers would use their Keller-Williams agent again or recommend him or her to others, but only 9% did. His message was, keep in touch. And I like Jerry's comment down here on the Facebook page. He says, love my clients, the best way to see them frequently is invite them to church. Well, that's fine, but when I read that, I thought to myself, that's not really a business plan, but that's what real estate professionals are doing. Mortgage professionals are not left out of this challenge. 95% of lenders don't stay in touch with their past clients, and studies have shown that 1 year after closing, almost every homeowner surveyed couldn't remember the name of their loan officer or the mortgage company that they used. The NAR goes on to show that 21% of all realtors don't get any repeat business. And if you add these first three numbers up, 60% get almost none. When the realtor is early on in their career, the numbers are quite bad, but I think that's to be expected. And as they gain experience, the numbers do get better somewhat. No one is immune here either. 7% of the most senior agents in the U.S., those with 16 years or more experience, don't get any repeat business. Now, how's that possible for someone to do something for so long and not at least have some repeat business by accident? That's indicating a problem. What this 21% number is telling us is this: 1 in 5 real estate agents, most likely 1 in 5 real estate professionals, gets up on the first day of every month and starts a new company. They start all over again 12 times a year, every year. It's a terribly inefficient and ineffective way to do business, and they don't know what to do about it. In addition to these surveys, we've done our own. We've been in front of well over 1,000 agents over the years doing research for our technology with mortgage professionals in the room. And in these group settings, we ask 4 targeted questions. The first: do you have or use a post-closing marketing system? Over 90% said no. Those that did have one, we asked them, how long does your system last? How long does it work post-closing? Their answer, very short, about 90 days. Yes, occasionally we would hear about something that would last longer, but when we asked what those systems were, invariably they were emails or postcards that said, happy anniversary on the purchase of your home, or happy birthday. Not exactly compelling content. So number 3, we asked a follow-up question. We said, tell the truth. If you don't market yourself to your client post-closing at all or for very long, have you lost business because of it? Nearly every hand in the room in these sessions would go up, dying to tell a story about how some other agent had beat them back to their past client when they came back on the market and they found out too late, or how they heard later from the client themselves that they had moved once, twice, in a few cases 3 times before the agent found out, and of course by that time, too late. And none of these agents we met had an automated system that alerted them when their clients were returning to the market again. So here's what I'm saying with all this, bottom line. We have solved and resolved the post-closing marketing and the repeat business issues and challenges that you have through this technology to whatever degree that you have them. And the good news for you is there's nothing for you to buy. It doesn't cost you a nickel. And there's nothing for you to do to gain access to this technology except close with our title agent customer. That will be the only way. But that's all you have to do. Our technology is called Digital Closing Docs with Forever Marketing, created by real estate professionals for real estate professionals. There are basically two parts to the technology. The first part isn't about marketing, but it is important to our process. The first part is the ability for your title agent for the first time ever to hand your client a very special CD-ROM at closing. This CD is unique in that it will access all of the real estate closing documents, including the recorded docs and the owner's policy. You're probably picking up on that. Yes, I am saying that the title agent will hand it to your client at closing, and it even accesses documents that don't yet exist. You're looking at the real estate industry's only automatically updating CD. This allows your client to leave closing with their CD, and your title agent will update that CD as documents become available post-closing, recorded docs, owner's policies, and whatever else they need to share with your client. This will give your client 24/7, 365 access to their documents without limit. Each CD comes in a custom case. It will have your title agent's logo and contact information on it. You see a sample of one of our title agent customers on the screen now. The other part to this technology is this platform of automated digital marketing. This is how we solve and resolve the post-closing marketing issues and the repeat business challenges that real estate professionals have. It starts with this technology called Forever Marketing. And the word forever here means for as long as your client owns their home. 18 months, 18 years, or longer. This system sends up to 6 targeted emails a year. Each email looks like it comes from the real estate team, with the real estate professional's name, company, phone number, email address, website link, plus picture or logo showing whatever you've made available to your title agent company. Each email is targeted, as I said. I'm going to walk you through the email schedule here in just a second. Here's what you won't see. There are no happy anniversary on the purchase of your home emails or happy birthday messages, and we're not sending out Christmas cookie recipes in December. Sorry. Each email is targeted to your client and their real estate activity in their area, updates on their mortgage. If it's not targeted, we're not going to send it. It would be counterproductive to what we're trying to accomplish for you. Our pledge to you is simple. No junk, no spam emails ever. Now, in my opinion, this next piece is one of the most important things we do. Each email also has document access, closing document access built in, just as if they had put in their CD. So if they lose the CD, break it, or if 10 years from now CD technology goes away, which it probably will, it doesn't matter. They have access, your client has access to their documents through any one of the Forever Marketing emails that goes out. So they never have to use their CD, not once if they don't want to. The CD is there for convenience, but it's not a requirement. What I want you to get from this is, for the first time in the industry, we have integrated targeted messaging with closing document access on each email that looks like it comes from the real estate team, not from Digital Docs. And that immeasurably builds the value of each one of these emails. What are the emails that go out? Well, as I mentioned already, updated documents notification goes out anytime documents are added post-closing. We have 2 groundbreaking pre-closing emails that go out. The first one says, welcome to, and then your title agency name appears. It says to your client that the title agent has received the order to close from you. You've sent over the paperwork, and they're processing their file. They've gone to work for them, essentially. And they're going to be getting a very special digital closing doc CD-ROM at closing, and explains what that is and very easy to understand terms. Here's where it gets really interesting. This banner shows up here. We integrated with a company out of Texas a few years ago called White Fence. Now, chances are you haven't heard of them yet, but White Fence has created this very unique technology that allows for anyone buying a home anywhere the ability to sign up for that home's utilities and services in one place. All the services you see on the screen there and more. Newspapers, magazines, change of address with the post office, etc. With the leading national providers of those services in your area, AT&T, Comcast, Time Warner, Dish TV, and DirecTV, of course, AT&T, they're all on it. 4 important things to know about this technology. 1, ultra convenient for your client. All of the companies they were going to contact one at a time anyway, all on one screen. Doesn't get any easier than that. Second, it's free, no charge. Third, White Fence has negotiated private discounts with most of these providers, discounts that aren't available anywhere else. If your client were to call the provider direct and ask for their best deal, they will most likely pay more money than they would have had they gone through the White Fence portal. As you can see, they're up to 30% off in some cases. And fourth, there's even cash back to your client based on services elected, anywhere from $25 to $250 per household. When you bring your clients to close at our title agent customer, and they utilize the White Fence portal, most likely your title agent isn't going to be putting money back in your client's pocket. And when's the last time a title company did that for you? You have a second pre-closing email that goes out, gives them the important phone numbers they need to know for their new neighborhood. Thank you for closing with us goes out just post-closing from the real estate team, coming from the title agent, and it reads like this. "30 days post-closing in the states that have homestead exemption filing by the homeowner where it's not automatic, a homestead exemption filing reminder goes out." And it reads like this. If your state does not have homestead filing by the homeowner, we do not send this email. 3 times a year for as long as your client owns their home, we will update them on real estate activity on their street and in their neighborhood through this targeted just sold email, and where we have it, we'll include just listed data as well. This is one of the best ways we've ever seen to keep you in front of your client on a regular basis with information that your client is interested in, because it is so very targeted and always changing. What we're not showing on this slide is there's text that says, if you have questions, please contact your real estate professional above, meaning you. Everybody who closes and is in the system this year, on January 15th of next year, will receive this tax season reminder email. This is designed to cut down on the number of phone calls that real estate professionals receive at tax time. Mortgage amortization schedules and interest paid calculations at tax time on your client's mortgage. If they have an ARM, they'll get a rate reset alert prior to the reset of their interest rate. And after that, we're going to monitor the refi markets for each one of your clients and alert them when their rate is significantly higher than what they may be able to qualify for in the market at any given point in time. Last but not least, your client can upload their own personal documents directly into the system for safekeeping. Wills and trusts, insurance policies, birth certificates, whatever they'd like. And when those documents come into this system, like their real estate documents, they become essentially bulletproof. Our system is state-of-the-art, triple redundant backups. There's no way for us to lose data. And while your client is the only one that has access to the personal documents, no one else can see them, anytime they do need to access any document, they will see you and your contact information again every time. When your client utilizes the upload feature, we will effectively tie them to you beyond the real estate transaction and documentation and into their personal documents, which means to some degree their personal lives as well. And I don't think that's ever been done before in the real estate industry. And we used to charge for this, but in 2012, we decided to go ahead and make it free to your client. No charge to upload. There is a 2 gigabyte limit per household, more than enough room. This is just where we are with our email schedule today. We have some major announcements coming out in the second half of 2012 and beyond that we're very excited about. In fact, I'm going to give you a preview of a couple of those before I sign off. But we do all of this to keep you top of mind with your client for as long as they own their home, because there is that, I call it the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, or the brass ring, and that's this. We have the real estate industry's only indicator of knowing when homeowners, your clients, are returning to the market again to buy, sell, or refi. And when they are, your title agent will send you an instant business alert. And we give real estate professionals now all over the country the ability to do something new, and that is to call back to their past clients with timing, knowing that that person is most likely to be contemplating activity. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect technology. That doesn't exist, but I am saying it is very, very accurate. The trigger for the instant business alert is when your client accesses their documents on the system. We've been doing this since 2004. Here's what we know. If the documents are easily accessed by your client, if they know where they are and can get to them quickly, one of the first things they'll do when they are contemplating activity is look at their real estate documents. And that's a primary reason why the document access is on each one of the Forever Marketing emails that goes out. About every 60 days, we'll remind your homeowner client where their documents are. And we'll send them an email at some point in the future with good timing when they'll need access and they'll use it. We obviously just don't know when. Is it going to be next week or 10 years from now or somewhere in between? Okay, so I promise you a peek at the near future. We learned another thing about real estate professionals. There's a third challenge. We learned that real estate professionals don't do well in getting referrals. And they don't do well with getting referrals because they don't apply the secret to good referral gathering. And the secret, really no secret, is that you have to ask, one, but you have to ask repeatedly, two. If I ask you for a referral today, you may or may not have someone in mind that I can do business with. But if I don't ever ask you again, what are the chances of me getting anything from you? They're pretty small. Well, if I ask you on a repetitive basis, then my chances go way up. But there's a tightrope here. I've got to ask consistently, but I can't overdo it. If I overdo it, then you're going to be upset with me and probably not give me anything. So we have to do it without overdoing it. Starting May 2012, we're going to automate referral lead generation for you. 60 days post-closing, approximately 60 days post-closing, an email will go out automatically in the system from you to your client. And it says, as you can see, it was a pleasure to work with you. The highest compliment I can receive is your referral of family and friends. If you know of someone who might benefit from my services, please click on the link below to refer them to me. When they click on that link, an automated email will go out to you from your title agent, giving you the information on that referral. So this is how we're going to ask once. I don't believe we should send this email again. We probably would be overdoing it. So how do we solve the consistency issue with asking? Well, we can ask with every one of the Forever Marketing emails by simply adding a link to the bottom of your contact information that will allow them to refer family and friends to you at any time. Essentially, up to 6 times a year, every year, we'll be asking your clients politely, without overdoing it, for referrals. And the final thing I'm going to share with you today is that starting in May 2012, the Real Estate Professionals dashboard for you will be available. It will allow you to manage your contact information directly in the digital doc system and upload your picture or logo. So if your contact information ever changes, if you want to update anything, you'll be able to do that quickly and easily through the dashboard. And we're going to be asking you for your cell phone. We're going to use the cell phone to send you a first ever text alert of its kind. Now, we're only going to send the text to spend with me looking at our flagship technology, digital closing docs with Forever Marketing. If you'd like to contact us directly, you can, but you're probably going to get better answers to your questions if you have them by just contacting the title agent who referred you to watch this WebEx recording. Thank you very much, and good luck.